If you're an Inter Milan fan, that's probably the most embarrassing moment of your footballing life. PSG 5. 5. I got 5 on it. Inter 0. Hakimi, Doué, Kvaratskhelia, and Melu all scoring for Paris Saint-Germain. Wow. That was the most one-sided Champions League final I've ever seen. Unbelievable. Well done to Paris Saint-Germain to winning their first ever Champions League. Inter, though, oh Lord. Oh Lord. They were bad. Let's get into it. So, Hakimi scores off for them in the 12th minute. You also had Doué. Can we just speak on Doué quickly, though? Doué. The best talent in world football right now. Barring Lamine Yamal, of course. That kid is unbelievable. 19 years of age. And I'm not trying to do the wind up Arsenal fans, but funny enough, Mikel Arteta rejected the chance to sign Doué for 30 million. We already have Martinelli. Oh god, that's funny. But Dembele tonight cements himself as the Ballon d'Or winner with 2 more assists. But Doué was the game. He ran that whole game. Goal and 2 assists. Unbelievable. Kvaratskhelia just frightening and showing why if you do business in January, it can get you over the line in trying to win tournaments. Unbelievable. And I said it on Twitter, and I've been saying it for the longest time. The reason why Paris Saint-Germain are so good, one, because they're good as a collective, but their midfield has everything you want in a technical ability of a midfield. And it makes the midfield tick. It helps the defense. It helps the attack. They just don't lose the ball. They just keep the ball. We noticed that PSG don't have a natural sixer or destroyer, but they didn't need one. When they can constantly keep the ball and dominate the ball for large portions of that game, I mean, the stats just clearly show it's massively in Paris Saint-Germain's favour. Vitinha, absolute baller. Fabian Ruiz, I feel like he's so underrated. It just doesn't get enough credit. João Neves, he's like that guy that does somewhat play in the 6, but he's like a Zubimendi type player in the sense of he likes to set the tempo, get the passes going, long ball passes, get them out to the wide areas of your Kvaratskhelia, your Doués, and your Dembeles. And obviously, this was the bench that also came on. Bradley Piccolo scores goal of the tournament. Literally left foot, right foot, skims the defender, and it just goes wide. Almost scored goal of the tournament. But Doué tonight, man, unbelievable. 2 goals and an assist. Guy showed up, 19 years of age. Unbelievable. And one thing that PSG need credit for is their fullbacks this season. Hakimi and Nuno Mendes have been the best fullbacks this season by far in the leagues and in the Champions League. They were unbelievable against Inter Milan. And Hakimi, he's been so good in this run-up. I'm pretty sure he has scored in every single round. Against Villa, he scored against Arsenal, scored in the final. So I know people will give you Dembele's and your Kvaratskhelia credits, but the credit needs to go to Hakimi and Nuno Mendes. Donnarumma, he stepped up massively this tournament. Penalty shootout against my club Liverpool. Made some big saves against Villa in that tie. I thought it was good against Arsenal. Didn't really have much to do tonight, but he was still good. He kept a clean sheet. And this is where you have to give credit to the manager, Luis Enrique. Obviously, rest in peace to his daughter, because I know a lot of people have been posting about that. Obviously, with the links with the Champions League, so it must be a hard moment for him, And obviously, I saw that Tifa really beautiful. So Obviously, always thoughts go out to people that lose a child, but back onto PSG. Luis Enrique's built an absolute animal of a team, and it feels like this team can actually get better. It feels like this team are actually getting better. They're going to be hot favourites again to win that Champions League next season. They really, really are. And I'm hoping as a Liverpool fan, we actually do take some blueprints from how Paris Saint-Germain play football. You just can't not enjoy them watching play football. The way they just pass the ball around, it's frightening, attacking, dangerous football with the wing backs flying forward. Kvaratskhelia just running at defenders, knowing he's going to absolutely cook them and leave them to dead. Ousmane Dembele just absolutely saucing throughout the whole of the tournament. For me, and this is a team, by the way, but they was really struggling at the start of the tournament. Now, if I go to the knockouts and I go to the playoffs. That was when they was in the playoffs. And obviously that was a round of the 16 against Liverpool. I want to try and find it so I can see the table. But let me see if I can put it up. UCL table. Because this was Paris Saint-Germain. This was looking like a team that was not going to win the Champions League. This is a team that finished 15th and barely struggled to qualify. They struggled by literally not far the skin of the teeth. 4 wins, 1 draw, 3 losses. And then if you go to this, when they got to the knockouts, they turned up. Kind of in reverse. PSG normally start the tournaments really well and then just absolutely bottle it and not have the mentality. This time around, they just grew into the tournament. A lot of teams just grow into tournaments, and that's what Paris Saint-Germain did because it looked like they was not going to qualify. I thought a lot of people thought Liverpool, at the current time, Liverpool would beat them. They smoked Liverpool in that first game. Obviously, we lost on penalties, and then we can go, happen straight on. Aston Villa, there are moments where they could have gone out, but the mentality and the experience got them over the line. And then against Arsenal, I just thought there was the overall better side against Arsenal over 2 legs, in my opinion. People need to give credit to PSG. As for Inter, though, they've been brilliant in this tournament to watch. Some of the best games we'll ever see in the Champions League history against Barcelona. Good games against Bayern Munich. But yeah, they did not show up tonight. And obviously, they lost the final 20-23. They lost the final now. Where does Inzaghi go from here? Does he resign? I've seen a lot of people speak about. It's going to be interesting to see what is going to happen regarding that situation. But people, Paris Saint-Germain are your Champions League winners for the very first time. Make sure you're smashing that like button, you're subscribing to the damn YouTube channel as we're on that road to 1.3k subscribers. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we can get there within the coming days. I think we're only about just under 30 away. So let's see if we can get those likes up. But yeah, people, PSG are your Champions League winners. And also, they will now play Tottenham in the Super Cup final. I mean, Tottenham, you may have done a job against Man United. But that's Man United. And that's the Europa League. Tottenham fans, I wish you good luck because that high line, how bad Tottenham are with their high line against that PSG attack. I'm not a betting man, but I might have to even put a bet on myself on that, in terms of how many goals will be scored, etc. But yeah, people, let's get these likes up. Let's get subscribing to the channel. We've got daily streams, transfer news, football news in general on the channel. As now the football season is completed, it is done. It's now basically all about preparing for next season. and how teams going to tackle the transfer window. The transfer window is now also officially open. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see what's happening in that regard. And that, smash a like, subscribe, take care.